The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Colorado's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second.
There he goes! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's De La Rosa. Punts it out of the air. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Second down coming up. They're going back to the ground. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. The Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. Now on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Snap to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Colorado 7, Arizona 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option.
There he goes. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Caught. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Give to the back. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's De La Rosa. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's short. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. This time they'll go to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's complete to the left. He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Using the quick game. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 82 yards, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, the ground game. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Arizona runs out the punt tee. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. Can they catch him? Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They're working that left side. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Just when they're looking run, now up top. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So they take advantage of spectacular field position and move it 24 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The offense lining up for a first down play. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to pass on second down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And that's in Arizona.
Wants to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. Pulls it in. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's in Arizona.
Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to...
Turning it on! And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Offense getting set for first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma.
Dropping back, it's De La Rosa.
Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Makes the grab. It's short. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The short hands. It's short. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He makes the grab. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Complete to the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Here's some pressure. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Rides to back and leaves it. On the move at the 30. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
And the Buffaloes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Touchdown, Buffs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Man, that stiff arm he's got might as well be a sledgehammer. He's got it out to the 16. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. He's got it down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another 1st down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Pocket breaking down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Goes to the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's De La Rosa. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. We open the final period with a third down play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Quick catch on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Third down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. But this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado! With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He breaks the tackle. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's in Arizona.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Snags it down the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Arizona in a hurry. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To the air, it's De La Rosa.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Lets it fly. On target to the left. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Got his man on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quickly complete. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Arizona has it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching